Right now, 49er fans want to know who is Mykel Williams. So shout out to Coach Yak on Twitter. He was able to find some interviews with him, and man, he gives some phenomenal answers, specifically around would you rather take the money or would you rather get a ring? I'm going to let you listen to the way that Mykel thinks about it, but listen to the answer, and then we're going to react to it on the other side. Mykel Williams right here.
If you had an opportunity to get one of those diesel 150, $200 million deals a couple years down the line, or you had an opportunity at a championship and they give you 60 million on those deals, right?
Yeah. Which one I'm picking?
Realistic, yeah.
See, you saying I can get a ring though? You saying I can get a ring and 60 million?
Yeah, ring and 60, or you got
for one year, $60 million?
No, just overall. Like let's just I'm just putting a number on it. Just whatever the number has to be. It could be $100 million and
like
a ring,
3 year,
or it could be you got 250 million, no ring.
Yeah.
Realistically, is the ring that important to you?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's legacy, bro. You know how many people want an NFL, bro? A ring will decide if you go to the Hall of Fame or not. Like sometimes that's what it comes down to. Has he won a Super Bowl or not? So like, winning a Super Bowl is your legacy, bro. So like, yeah, I go NFL. I go Super Bowl.
Yeah, because I think I don't know if it was Gilbert Arenas I was hearing speak that like the statistics mattered. He wants to be Hall of Famer, you know, like and things of that nature. But it seems like in the NFL, one of the things that gets you closer to becoming a Hall of Famer is the
Super
ring,
Bowl.
you know.
Correct.
Now you're in the NFL. You got all the superstar quarterbacks out there.
So we just heard from the man himself directly. I love the thought process. And you could tell he was really thinking about it. He's like, oh, 200 million? I mean, that's generational wealth right there, right? But he's like, thinking about it. He's like trying to figure out like, well, how much would I get if I got the ring? And he's like, you know what? If I get the ring, that is how I get to the Hall of Fame. That is what typically is the difference in getting to the ultimate place for individual accolades, which is the Hall of Fame. And I like that because that kind of tells you where his mindset is. What this exercise was kind of a situation about like, what do you value? And when you listen to him kind of work through it, yes, everyone values money, values being able to take care of your family, and all of those things. But what you could hear is he cares about his legacy. He cares about his impact to the game. He also said this was another pull from Coach Yak. He says, I want to win a ring. We're going to win the Super Bowl my rookie year. I love that. He says, that's a great way to start the career off. I want a ring. I also want 8 to 10 sacks. I ain't going to lie. And I want whatever rookie award it is, defensive rookie of the year or rookie of the year, I want it. So what that quote also kind of, I think, exemplifies is that he is interested in being the best player he can possibly be. He's interested in getting rings. He's interested in personal accolades. He's interested in helping the team win. He wants to be so I think one of the things that I found interesting in listening to some of the draft coverage was there is a situation that's kind of developing within NFL war rooms where they are now identifying players who love the game. There's this notion that is developing that with the NIL situation, these players aren't grinding like they used to. They're getting paid early on, and it can create a sense of entitlement. It can create a different, maybe lack of hunger. And so teams have taken players off their board because they don't love the game. And if there's anything that we have come to understand about the San Francisco 49ers is they value the types of players who love the game, because the psychological element of it is that if you love it, you will put yourself through unimaginable pain, strain, and stress just in order to get what you ultimately want, which is either a Super Bowl, an accolade, a Hall of Fame, and that the money will come. That that is a given. That will be there if you do these other things. So the way that I'm looking at it, and kind of listening to Mykel and just trying to get into the psychology of the player and trying to understand who we're getting a little bit here, is we definitely talked up on different videos about the physical tools, what he's going to bring onto the field, how he's going to be implemented. On the opposite side of Nick Bosa, we talk about setting the edge, being a run defender, a guy who can kick inside, rush the passer that way, a guy who's going to develop as a pass rusher on the outside. But again, in order to develop, in order to continue to refine your craft, you have to have the want, you have to have the desire, you have to have the love for it, because it takes a lot of reps. It takes so long. I like to use this example of how long some of these techniques can take to really master. For me personally, when I was a freshman in college, I could not figure out how to kick step to save my life. It was so foreign to move backwards, keep your balance, be able to move forward with power, to be able to move back with agility and speed, not get bull rushed. It was just a challenging thing for me to learn. It took me a full year to master it, but after it clicked, I got it. But it took a lot of reps. It took a lot of just attacking it every single day and trying to get better, trying to refine your craft. And you have to want it. You can't just expect that it's going to come. So a player that is kind of tagged as a bit of a developmental prospect, in a sense, at least as a pass rusher, I think that when you look into the mentality and you try to pair it up to his physical traits, which are phenomenal, 6'5", 260, 34-inch arms, he has the physical measurables, and it does sound like he has the mental makeup. And I think that's why John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan were so ecstatic when they got him. And I mean, it was crystal clear that this was their guy. This was their guy that they identified, that they wanted from the very beginning. They tried to trade up for him, all of those things. And it just goes to show that they believe in the person as well. Yes, they like the traits. Yes, they like what he is right now. But again, a big portion of what evaluation is being able to project out. And I think that Mykel is a perfect example of that. He is a good player now. He could be a great player in the future. And I think that's what's really exciting about this pick, and how you can really look at this. Like, you know, it might take him a little while to get up to speed, but once he does, I think he's going to be off and running. So I think this is turning out to be a pretty solid pick for the San Francisco 49ers. I think we've also discussed that they can supplement more pass rushers later on in this draft, more pass rush specialists who might not have that same skill set as Mykel in the run game. So I think there's a plan that the 49ers are about to execute. And based on the talent that's available in the middle of the draft, I think it could come up in a situation where 49er fans are going to be pretty excited about how this draft turns out. At least that's what it feels like. I don't know. You let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.